from each other, vilifying their breath, making them afraid of each other. And then they start shooting at each other, angry. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Bada bing, bada bing. Yes. Mental health check here in the great Americas. People shooting at each other. There's a latest story. You heard a guy, one guy, his family was playing basketball in the street, and the ball got away and landed in some thug's yard, and the thug came out with a gun and shot everybody, or shot at everybody and hit two of them. Family member, right? It's crazy, right? The other day we saw a young black teen get shot for ringing the wrong doorbell. Another crew of young people drive up the wrong driveway and get shot by some guy. What's going on in America? Is this ongoing? Is this a sign of the times? I think so. I think it was predictable. I think when you, as I said a minute ago, when you have a situation like a pandemic, a lockdown of social activity, and fear just running the board. Everybody afraid of everybody else. Don't breathe on me. Don't touch me. Don't stay 6 feet away from me. I can't go in there. There's germs. There's aerosol breath. Did you get your vaccine? Why aren't you wearing a mask? Right. Crazy paranoia, crazy fear, and misunderstanding of other people happens when you separate people like that. That's just what happens. And that was predictable. I had said it, 3 years ago when it started. Literally 3 years ago, right? The pandemic is now 3 years old. You remember? 3 years ago, the world was very different, and then everything changed. And so 3 years ago, the pandemic, before the vaccine, before people realized that it's a passing thing. I don't think most people believe it still, that the COVID-19 was a passing thing, something that passes through humanity, and could revisit in another form, but certainly in that form is gone. But what remains clearly is people melting down. And I talk about it, but what is the solution? I certainly don't have the magic bullet for lack of a better expression. I don't have the magic bullet, but I do know that if you're dealing with mental health, you got to deal with the individual from that perspective. And that perspective is to make that person aware of their behavior. You got to stop feeding the insanity, right? By diet, exercise, meditation, drinking enough water, and eliminating all the garbage in your diet that you're inhaling or however else you're consuming. You got to watch your consumption. So thank you everybody for joining me, and there's my thumbnail. There's the black thug that shot the white family. Black thug. Is it racist, or is he just an angry black man, and we got to all deal with it? Angry black man comes out his home and basketball got thrown into his yard. He thought to himself, that white family's throwing a basketball in my yard, and I'm black, and that shit is racist. Maybe that's what he thought. Or, I haven't seen white people in such a long time. I've been in my house since April 2020, since the pandemic. What's in his mind? Why does a young guy, 26 years old, blast a family of kids, a family, a mother, a father, and a bunch of kids. I don't know, man, but it's these types of stories, are they new? Are these types of stories, are these types of incidences happening in the world new, or is it just something that we're aware of now? And they've always been going on. I would say it's the former. I think that these extreme types of situations are exclusive, new to the post-pandemic era. They were aggravated by isolation and confusion and fear and misinformation and censorship and all the other things we've witnessed over the last 3 years. Integrity in elections, politicians that can't be trusted, that need to be unelected, and prosecutors going after former presidents. So it's deep, interesting stuff we got going on. So this is my website. My name is Marcus Conte, Marcus in the Morning. We're here every morning at 9 a.m. right here on YouTube, This is an educational, philosophical live stream. I am not affiliated with any political party. I don't take money from any specific DNC or RNC or promote any single candidate ever. But what I do is I tell a truth from my own perspective, an individual perspective, and that's what I do. And that's very educational, philosophical. There's nothing. Well, it's also very scientific because of my scientific background, which makes me a bona fide scientist. So educational, scientific, philosophical live stream every morning at 9 a.m. right here on YouTube. And 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, we have a Dharma gathering where we explore the nature of reality. Elon Musk is shooting a rocket today. We'll break to that as well. He's not quite up there yet, but in a couple of minutes, maybe a half an hour from now, they're going to blast SpaceX into orbit, one of the largest rockets in the world. And we'll take a look at what Elon Musk is up to in his big rocket. Elon Musk and his rocket ship. You can also give to the program by donating through Zelle. We also have PayPal, Patreon. Thank you everybody in the chat who has donated. Chris Milk, if you're here, thank you, and thank you all for the kind contributions that keep this thing going. Zelle is a good way to keep it going, to Short Happy Life. I'll take anywhere from $1 to $1 million if you're a billionaire, and you can slice off some bigger numbers. I'll become your bitch. I'll be your dog. I'll be your dog in the pony show. So let's start here about mental illness. We're going to explore mental illness today, post-pandemic, a little bit. And here's an insane video from a traffic stop on East 30th Street and Madison Avenue over there in the good city of New York. And watch this guy gets pulled over. Guy gets pulled over by the police. And what do the police do? Rather than de-escalate, they escalate. They start smashing the windows, and while the guy's still in the car, right? Why did they stop him? I don't know. He might have run a red light, or who fucking knows? Doesn't really say, but he decides to not cooperate, and then this happens. Watch him take it. Now that Negro is not playing games, man. Watch it again. He keeps going. He's still going. That shit was crazy, right? Watch again. Get out of the fucking... Did the cops shoot? This cop right here, you watch the cop on the street. He pulls his gun out. He's got his gun drawn right there. The cop has got his gun drawn right here. Pointing at and then he puts it away. I don't know if he took a shot. It's hard to say if the cop took a shot or not. But look at this crazy guy, man. He's getting away, man. Fuck you, cops. People running for their lives. That was crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that was pretty fucking crazy, right? What else? So while video captures the moment, a deranged driver, they didn't get the guy yet, did not get him, and this, I mean, it's just, this is what's happening in your world, right? Are we safe? Are you safe? What's this one? There's a lot of cops. Mucho cops. There's a video of the guy getting slammed somewhere. Where is it? I don't know where it is. There's one other video of the guy getting run over. Maybe this one? Oh, yeah, here we go. So there's the police aggravating. This is the one I wanted to watch. The police aggravating the situation. Why don't you just let the guy go, man? Let the guy go.
Yo, let the nigga go! Yo, let the nigga go!
They're banging the window, and the cop got knocked on his ass.
Yo, let the nigga go! Yo, let him go! Y'all niggas gonna get somebody hurt!
Cop just fucking slammed his head against the pipe.
Let the nigga go! He's gonna hurt somebody! Fuck! Y'all niggas...
So anyway, it's just again, sign of the times. I don't know. Is it normal? Is this the way people are supposed to act to one another? Weaver Girl in the chat points out RFK made his speech announcing his presidential run. I did not see it, but I will watch it, and definitely I'd like to see him get some momentum going. You know, I could say I'm running for president too, and we'll see how much. I don't know. I take that back. I don't know how much momentum he has right now. Maybe he has a lot of momentum, and maybe I'm wrong. But we'll take a look. We'll take a look and see if RFK, the son of the shot almost president Robert F. Kennedy, brother of John F. Kennedy, who did get shot and killed, and R.F. Kennedy, who did get shot and killed, the son of Robert Kennedy's running for president today in the Democratic Party. How does he get out in front of the cameras? I don't know at this point. They're still running Joe Biden, the Democrats. So anybody who challenges Joe Biden is going to get thrown under the bus. But we'll follow. We'll follow along. Let's keep going in mental health issues. Andrew Lester. This is Andrew Lester. Who the fuck is Andrew Lester? Oh, Andrew Lester is the guy. You want to see the old man that shot the teen when he rang the wrong doorbell? Now you say, well, there must have been something that the kid did, right? But no, look, he's a fucking old senile guy. The young black kid that got shot for ringing the wrong doorbell. This is the guy who shot him. Man accused of shooting teen pleads not guilty, and there he is. He's an old fossil. Look at this guy. He's 81 years old. 83, excuse me. He can't even walk. How did he got he's not in such bad shape. Not so bad. He's able to walk him around. At least they didn't cuff him. 84 years old. Pleads not guilty for ring. The guy read, mistaken identity. He shot a gun on his own property at someone ringing the doorbell. And that's the kid he shot. Right? That's the black musician, the young, youthful musician. He used to be a black teen. Now he's a teen musician. But again, it just raises the question. Here's the imagery. It's just this old guy shot a teen. Is it racially motivated? We don't know who's in this car, by the way. They didn't catch the guy. I forgot to mention that. The guy in this car is still at large. They found the car, but they didn't find the person driving it. It's probably young, young black kids with a stolen car. That's what it sounds like. Or young kids, period. Not. I take that back. Just kids. It looks like somebody, got a hold of a car and started driving it around and just didn't want to be taken into custody, But here's the old man. What else in crazy news? Father of Kaylin Gills hopes the killer dies in jail. Kevin Moynihan. He's the guy who shot two people, fatally shot two people for pulling into his driveway. I had mistaken. Four people are driving around at night, 10 p.m., and they pull into the wrong driveway thinking that they're somewhere else. And this guy opened fire. So, opened fire, killed this girl. There's the Andrew Gills. That's the A-frame. So a lot of, again, mental illness issues today. Let's talk about more mental issues. John Fetterman, the good senator from the great state of Pennsylvania, who was elected after having a massive stroke and not being able to speak and think properly, ran anyway. They ran his name. And John Fetterman won. He won the election in Pennsylvania for senator. He beat Oz, and he tilted the balance of the Senate to the Democrats. But there's wide speculation that John Fetterman is a functioning vegetable, where he doesn't really know what he's saying or doing. Now, here's the video, 1 minute video of him chairing a Senate House committee meeting. And I don't know, I see a guy struggling a little bit, but I don't see the incredible mental deficit. Well, you decide. Let's listen.
In IFAS, as the mayor of Braddock to lieutenant governor to now, I have heard from Pennsylvanians about.
I want to watch it. Let's watch it here. This is a better one. So here he is.
I call to this hearing of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee on Food and Nutrition, Specialty Crops, Organics, and Research to order. Chairwoman Stabenow and Ranking Member Boozman, thank you so much for coming. I thank you for your leadership on this committee, and I look forward to working with you to pass a farm bill. A farm bill that works for small farmers, rural communities, and hungry Americans. I would also like to thank my ranking member, Senator Braun. I look forward to working closely with you. SNAP is one of the most effective programs.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's struggling a little bit. He's obviously reading, but he's not talking about the fairy godmother or the voices in his head. He's talking about what's on the piece of paper, which is legitimate and which is precisely what most senators do anyway. Somebody said something in the chat that caught my attention. Zootsuit Cooter speculates that the punditry are predicting that Donald Trump, chooses Robert Kennedy Jr. as his VP as a bipartisan ticket. Well, that would buffer Trump from a whole lot of attacks, I would agree. It's hard to attack the son of a prominent, or the nephew of a prominent former Democratic president, John F. Kennedy. A whole era in the 60s of revolution and black rising up and civil rights and women's rights and all this stuff that happened in the 60s. Robert F. Kennedy ran for president and was shot in 1967, ran for president on those platforms. If Trump takes him as vice president, that would be amazing. Would Trump do something like that? maybe if it polled good. But would Robert F. Kennedy would Robert F. Kennedy run under Trump? Imagine that. That's like a weird ticket, and it could work. Upon just looking at it at first, that would be interesting. Trump RFK ticket. That would confirm Trump, at least in theory, is right up the middle. Right. But anyway, I'm not getting this with Fetterman. He's not that bad.
Fight hunger and poverty in the country. In my time and effort in IFAS, as the mayor of Braddock to lieutenant governor to now, I have heard from Pennsylvanians about their support for a SNAP.
All right, so he's supporting a specific program, not so bad. So we're gonna give John Fetterman a break for a second. Leave the guy alone, man. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Man on Orlando flight throws a fit over crying fucking baby. Let's listen. All right, so here's again this is your airline now. You want to take a flight? You got to cram in there with crazy people. Let's listen.
I was asleep the whole time. You haven't served me anything. I don't have anything.
Try to keep my calm, but if I wasn't on this plane, I
Because there's a child crying.
So the issue is a fucking guy. He's trying to take a nap, and there's a screaming kid right behind him, and he's pissed off, and he wants everybody to know about it.
The flight non-stop. That's what's
Who's
happening.
worse, a baby or a grown-ass man acting like this?
Can you lower that voice?
That could be rational.
No, that's not. No. Let's be rational. Hold on. You want to be rational? No. Don't tell me what you
Shut that kid up, man. Shut that kid up. So Steve Bannon, Zoot Suit Cooter reports further that Steve Bannon has been coaching Kennedy. Steve Bannon is the man. And it's good. It's good. The other thing about Robert F. Kennedy, Trump will perceive him as not a threat to him because for many reasons. For Robert F. Kennedy has a bit of a speech issue where there's something not complete about the way his mind is working or his speech or something, some sort of ailment. And I think that could work to Trump's advantage because Trump is, what are we watching here? Look at the cats. The cats are eating the animal. What are the cats eating? They're eating a carcass. Meow. The animals eat the carcass. Eat the carcass, kids. So 6-year-old girl, parent, shot after basketball rolls into North Carolina man's yard. Where's the man? This is the man right here. They haven't caught him yet, but soon. So down there in North Carolina, a 6-year-old and her parents were shot Tuesday night by an angry neighbor who fired at them after a basketball rolled into the yard, a report said. Kinsley White was wounded along with her mother, Ashley, and father, William White, when a gunman opened fire at 8 p.m. 8 p.m., kids playing basketball outside. Nothing to see here. White, the White from the White family, was critically injured attempting to protect his daughter. Mr. White dove in front of the bullets or tried to bring the gunman, have the gun point at him, not the kids. A noble feat. Neighbors told the station a group of kids were playing basketball when the ball bounced into the alleged gunman's yard. Oh my gosh. Suspected shooter, Robert Louis Singletary. Robert Louis Singletary. Here he is, Mr. Robert Louis Singletary. Still on the lam. Here's the White family that he shot at. All whites. There's one of the kids that got hit in the face with a piece of bullet. So White was critically injured. Neighbors told the government, read that, suspected shooter Robert Louis Singleton grew angry and ran down the street as he fired at a neighbor. Then he came back and began shooting at the family, including the young daughter who needed stitches on her face from bullet fragments. Her father was also hit and is still in the hospital. Mr. White is. Kinsley White. All right, so black man shoots white family. Is it racist? Or is it just get your fucking ball off my... A ball lands on your lawn. Right? Someone drives into your driveway by mistake, or somebody rings your doorbell, and you shoot them? You shoot them? What is going on? You know what we need? We don't need community policing. You know what we need? I'll tell you what we need. We need block parties. Right? You remember, I don't know if you live in the city, but if you live in the suburbs, you probably remember like fairs, cultural fairs where everybody comes out of their house, like spring chickens, and they come out and they walk around, they talk to each other. We need to do that. We need to have block parties so that people on the block could meet each other instead of vilifying each other. And then you could say, hey, I see you kids play basketball, man. I don't really appreciate the ball going into my yard. And then you turn around and say, oh, I'm very sorry that the ball landed in your yard. We'll try to prevent it from happening again. I don't like people driving into my driveway, and I don't want to have to shoot anybody. And people will be like, oh, you're gonna shoot some, and you get to know the neighbor. Right? You might have known this psychopath before he turned the gun on a whole family. And who knows how many more people he's going to kill by the time they catch him. Probably going to kill himself. So authorities say he's still on the lam, 24-year-old. Block parties. Have parties where people come out of their fucking houses already and meet on the street. Everybody brings brings something good to eat, like you bring a bag of tomatoes or something that you grew in your yard, and everybody gets one, or grapes or fucking blueberries. Whatever you grow something and give it to your neighbors. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not sure what's in this guy's mind. They haven't caught him yet. Neighbors told the station Singleton allegedly kept shooting until he ran out of bullets. He looked at my husband and my daughter and told them, I'm going to kill you. Authorities said Singletary, 24, is still on the lam. Police haven't found him yet. They got a $1,000 reward in North Carolina. If you need $1,000, if you need an extra $1,000 in your pocket, go down and find this creep. Find Mr. Singletary. Somebody's going to turn him in, get the $1,000. The department is seeking public help in locating and arresting the fugitive, offering $1,000. $1,000. I want to say to the people of Gaston County, this sort of violence will not stand. That's really all there is to that. That's all there is to it. What else we got? Here's the press release. They're looking for the guy. Statement from Gaston County Police. We'd like to provide you with an update on what we know so far regarding the shooting. There's not much more to know. They received a call at 7:44 p.m., not 10 p.m., of shots fired. Nothing that ordinary. I mean, we got to find the guy first. Find this guy, and then find out what was in his mind. Right? They know where he lives, obviously, because the ball went into his yard. They got the search warrant. They charged him with 4 counts of attempted murder. Now knock his door down and go in there and find his shit. Go through his shit and find out. Yeah, so that's all I got today, man. Oh yeah, SpaceX. Let's see. The great Elon Musk is firing. This video is not available. What happened? This video has been removed for violating YouTube's terms of service. Elon Musk got censored from fucking YouTube. How about that, man? He was broadcasting his live SpaceX thing. Look, I'm live. Let's look here. It got removed.
Mission profile. It's a little bit different on
And
Starship.
folks, if I
Okay, so there was, I don't know what the story was.
can interrupt,
Yeah.
it looks like they're clearing all the flags, and we're going to.
Okay,
And so far, things are looking really good. Now, we are continuing into our countdown. We're about T-minus 12 minutes to go. I think it's a perfect time for another check-in.
During a quiet period when the rocket's not doing it.
Great shot of the quick distance. I don't think I've
I feel like it's Falcon Heavy test demo all over again.
So here's the rocket.
Near the countdown.
propellants.
Team working quickly through their issues on first and second stages.
I don't see the
I'm
shot.
sure all
I don't know if
the
they shot it
rehearsals,
yet.
and simulations that they've been doing have prepared them to evaluate this data quickly to try to get us in for today's launch attempt.
For those of you just joining, we have a brief hold at the T-minus 40-second mark. The team is resolving one issue with the bleed purge on the stage 2.
I don't know if the rocket got shot up yet. Nah, it's still there. All right, so let's watch together. So this is SpaceX. This is Elon Musk's channel, 6.4 million subscribers, SpaceX. Starflight test. It looks like the rocket is still on the ground. I have no idea where it's going. SpaceX is targeting as soon as Thursday. Yeah, it's gonna take off. Super Heavy rocket from Starbase in Texas. 62-minute launch window. And yeah, so we just got to wait it out. It hasn't taken off yet. Mad Cow Mark says launch on hold with 40 seconds to go. All right, so let's look at the mark and we'll come back to it. I'll let it play out. So ding, ding, ding. We are open and we're down. We're down. Nasdaq down 94 right now. Dow Jones Industrial Average down 169. S&P 500 down 27. Apple down $1. Amazon down 40 cents. Google up 30 cents. Meta, formerly Facebook, down $2 a share. Microsoft down $2.50. The big whack today was Tesla. Missed earnings, down 7.5%. While Elon Musk is firing his big rocket, Tesla, the company in which he's the CEO, creator of, down $13 a share to 166. Tesla's going to keep going up. I think that they will get competition, obviously, from the American car makers, the global car makers. Look, electric vehicles like Tesla. Tesla is only popular because Tesla makes a good electric car. Any other automaker going into the future can also make electric cars. There's a matter of switching out the engine for something that is battery operated. Once that's achieved, then Chevrolet can produce a great electric car. Same thing can be said about McDonald's or Burger King, for example. People say, well, you can't. They would shut down if people didn't eat meat. And that's simply not true. You have to find, McDonald's can easily find a substitute for their Big Mac, or whatever it's called. It doesn't have to be meat-based to be popular, per se. So I think the same can be said about Tesla. Tesla is not the only battery-operated vehicle maker in the world. Rivian certainly is. But Chevrolet, Ford, they all make them. They all will eventually make battery-operated cars. So we're still smoking on the wait, whoa, we got liftoff. What happened? What happened? We got liftoff. We got liftoff. 15, 14. Let's watch. Chat is disabled. I don't know why SpaceX got censored, but let's watch the liftoff. 5 seconds. Boom. What's up, Chris Milk in the house? Good morning, Chris. So Elon Musk shooting his rocket. Big rocket shooting off SpaceX, not Apollo. We're down in Texas right now. That was a big rocket. Look at that big old black rocket. Elon Musk sprayed it black so that the blacks can be happy. It's a black rocket. The report, it's half black. It's half black and half white. The top half is black. They gave the blacks in front, the front of the bus, and then the rest of the rocket is white. So 43 seconds. It looks like the rocket took off successfully, and I don't know. Did I just see a parachute? That's a minute and a half. And that's a view from the plane, I guess. And did they pull a chute already? Did they pull a chute? Why would they pull the parachute so early? It looks like it's facing down now. Is it coming back down? So what happened here? Did the thing blow up? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know, man. Are we watching an explosion of a
separation, where Starship should separate from the Super Heavy booster.
Okay. Separation.
Yeah, Kate, right now it looks like we saw the start of the flip, but obviously we're seeing from the ground cameras the entire Starship stack continuing to rotate. We should have had separation by now. Obviously, this is does not appear to be a nominal situation.
No. Elon Musk failed. The rocket is not happening.
Yeah, it does appear to be spinning, but I do want to remind everyone that everything after clearing the tower was icing on the cake.
That's it. Kaboom. People are cheering on the explosion of a rocket.
Integrated test flight.
Everyone here absolutely pumped to clear the pad and make it this far into the test flight, the first integrated flight of the booster and the Starship vehicle.
Look at Elon Musk. He's fucking sitting there. He has no idea what he's looking at. And his plane his ship blew up, man.
Live view there of our control center at Starbase, which we refer to
What a
as
joke.
Star Command.
What a fucking joke, man. Billionaires running the space program.
Before, obviously, we wanted to make it all the way through, but to get all that 3 Raptor engines were out.
Authorities for the recovery operation.
So Elon Musk has unfortunately failed, it looks like. Anyway, man. So, failed for now. You don't win every war, Elon. You don't win every single battle. You just got to win the war. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Mark Escante reporting. I don't know, man. Mental health in this country is it's hurting. It's hurting. It aggravates all kinds of other symptoms. And I think we need to address it by re-socializing human beings, especially when they live in close proximities like cities. Re-socialize, reintegrate humans together again, bring them out into the street and have block parties of hugging and talking and handshaking and coming together again. We need a movement in this country that does that brings people together. And that's a winning, you know, that's an idea that could win, I believe. Marcus Conte reporting.